So we're trying again. It's the same camera, but a different lens. My husband helped set it up for me, and it's gonna be kind of noisy when it focuses, heads up, but this should work better than last time. I'm also sober, so you know, that helps too. I've got lots of stuff to show because that last video, despite the fact that it went up fairly recently, was filmed quite a while ago. So let's get started. I've got lots of stuff to talk about. So we're gonna start off with this is July by Lizzie Kate Yearbook series. I'm gonna see if I can just slide. FFOs, of course. August, another FFO. I've been on a roll. We've got Septembre. Oh man, I confused it, I think. September. In October, I messed up. I forgot to put on the charm, so I kind of like tied it in funky, and then I added a bead to it. Yeah, I don't know if that really worked, but who cares? Not me. So, let's see. He said it was supposed to beep. I hope that worked. So yeah, 4 more Lizzie Kate Yearbook series months finished. So I'm on a roll. I now only have to do November and December, and then I am totally done FFOing these. So that's awesome. I've had FFOing time. My next, oh shuck, whatever. My next 2 FFOs are, yeah, well, they're different. They're not that series, so let's get into it. I decided to try something new. Okay. I decided, yeah, that's right. So I used Vanna's flat fold tutorial, but I didn't use it correctly. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in a moment. And I'll try to do a close-up of this too. So basically, this one is my Happy New Year piece. I didn't want to do the full flat fold because I'm just going to have it sitting in an artist easel. I don't really need it to be, you know, the full thing. I just wanted to do half. I did most of this properly with, there's quilt batting and whatnot. What I didn't do correctly was you're supposed to have 2 things of mat board covered in fabric and then you glue them together, but I thought that was way too much effort, so I just ghetto finished the back with another piece of fabric like that. It's not great. The other thing, and you can kind of see it, is I did hot glue gun this onto this. I did use tacky glue, like you should, for the rest of it. And I have to say, I don't like tacky glue. I don't understand why it's like the standard. Offensive words, I know. I just don't get it. Like, it could not, it took forever to get this fabric to stick properly with the tacky glue. It was a huge pain in the tuchus. So in the end, I was just like, I'm gonna just hot glue gun this. And now I kind of regret it because I guess the reason you don't use hot glue is because it shows more. I'm guessing. So anyway, let's get a close-up and you can see my ghetto finish. But guess what? I did it and I don't care. I did that, guys. Isn't that awesome? For someone like me, who is not really crafty aside from the stitching part, I think this is pretty good. It's good enough for me. Yeah. So I'm very happy about it, and yeah. That will be up next New Year. So last FFO I have today is a piece for my niece Maris that I need to glue a part of a little better. Oops. But it's those little sea turtles I showed. Hopefully now you can actually see them because they'll be in focus. I just did a basic hoop finish. I'm overall happy with it. There is like one area here that I should have cut the fabric more because it bumps up against it a little bit, but I did overall a pretty good job, I think. The back doesn't look spectacular. I will show it to you. But not bad. I did all of this one with hot glue because, yeah, hot glue worked fine. But like, I need to glue this down again. But yeah, and I did a little ribbon. I had a blue ribbon, but the blue was different, and I was worried about that conflicting with this really bright blue fabric. So let's try to get that close. So there we go. Yeah, overall, happy about that. I'm not going to be giving it to her for a little while, unfortunately, because I have to stitch, there's a little fox I'm going to do for Atia. So each of my nieces is getting 2 different cross stitches from me because specifically Maris wanted sea turtles and I hadn't picked out sea turtles, so gotta give the girl what she wants, you know? She politely asked. She keeps asking me about it too, like, oh, have you stitched any turtles? She doesn't even know like what it's gonna look like, and I'm just like very vague every single time. So yeah, pretty soon I'm going to be doing the fox, and then I'll be able to get them both done and give them to them. And then the 2 big pieces are the Satsuma Street pieces. Garden Cat and Mermaid Lagoon are for them as well. That's going to be longer. I don't plan on giving those to them until Christmas. So yeah, there we go. Some FFOing done. Not super fancy, but you know, I'm happy with it. Apologies for me looking at my phone. It's because I have a list of everything I worked on and I don't want to forget. Okay, let's go into finishes, of which I have quite a few. I'm on a roll. So first one is a start finish, and that is, I forget what it's called. Oh my god, I forgot to bring the pattern. It's a Lizzie Kate. It's a Lizzie Kate Flip It of a cute little leprechaun. Yeah, it's cute. There's not much to say about it. It took me about 6 days. Gave me a bit of a stitchy revelation that I'll talk about. Let's get a close-up. Okay, so the only thing I don't like is I don't like this kind of brown color. Now I use DMC, the DMC conversion, and this does look like the model stitch. The color is pretty close, but I think it would look nicer if it were more of a gold color. However, I am lazy, and I don't know if I'm gonna rip it out and restitch it. It wouldn't take that long. That would take me like a day. I mean, come on, there's not much there. But I don't know, people. Oh, I think I hit it too hard. I am the lazy stitcher, okay? So, but yeah, that said, finish, I'm happy. My pile, ooh, look at my pile stuff. Maybe I'll put it here instead. Okay, these are not in order, by the way, which kind of bothers me, but at the same time, it makes sense to do it in the order that I'm doing it. So, this I finished very recently. This is for my mom. It was supposed to be for last Christmas, but I just kind of dropped the ball on ornaments last Christmas, so it's a Mill Hill kit. I think it's called like Gingerbread Charmer. Again, I forgot to bring the thing that says that. But it's cute. It's a little snowman, and then obviously, you know, I'm going to be cutting it out. And then the hat and the little gingerbread man go on here, you know, but they go, the hat's like a little askew. And the gingerbread man, I think, goes right around here. The gingerbread man was charted to have 2 weird bead eyes, like white eyes. It looked goofy when I stitched. I left it out. Otherwise, I did it as charted. Let me show that to you. So there's the snowman, and here are the snowman's like pieces. So yeah, at some point I got another FFO to do. I mean, there's going to be a lot of FFOing going on. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm not complaining. I'm very happy that I've been finishing my little heart out. Next piece, this is the big finish, the really big finish. For me, big. Let's clarify. A lot of other people have made much bigger finishes than me, but this one's a big one for me. So I finished the birth record for my son Robin. I've been working on this for more than a year now. I've been whining about it constantly. This is by Stitchrovia, and it's on 14 count white Aida. I'll talk about that. I've talked about that a lot. I have no idea how I'm going to focus this one, but let's just show it to you. There we go. I hope you can see it. It's glorious, isn't it? I can't believe I did that. So that's the whole thing. Yeah. I guess I'll try to bring it up closer. I don't know. And I'll do like a pan through. We'll see if that works. So ready? Ooh. I have no idea if that worked. I'm gonna just kind of show you my son's name. We'll try it many different ways and hopefully you'll get to see all of this. So this was a big deal for me. A few things I'll talk about. If I could redo it, I would have done it in 16 count Aida and preferably not in white because in this dark section, of course, you can see through it. I normally, this isn't to insult anybody else. I'm not a snob about coverage. Again, I'm not actually insulting anyone else when I say that. I just mean that, you know, different people have different preferences of how they want their coverage to be. Snob's the wrong word because it sounds rude. But what I mean is, like, some people really want full good coverage. Like, they don't want to see any fabric. I don't care most of the time. On this particular piece, because of the way Stitchrovia Emma Comden designed it, I really do feel that better coverage would be better. Like, it would look a lot better with solid coverage. So again, I should have done it maybe in 16 count with a different color. Or 32. Would have been even better because, again, I'm not huge on Aida anymore, even though I keep stitching on it. I'm trying to use up the Aida I have, basically. So anyway, I am happy with this, regardless. Because you know what? From a good distance, you can't really tell. It still looks really good. And I'm very proud of it. I need to find a frame for it. I haven't found a frame yet. Pretty soon, I'm going to have to go and do some thrift shopping. And if I can't find a frame there, I'm going to go to, you know, like Michael's and you know, they almost always have like a coupon so I can actually afford the frames. I'm gonna frame it myself, but I want to pre-buy a frame, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I have another finish. Now, one thing I should mention with that piece is that I totally broke my rotation to finish that because I just was like, I'm done. I don't want to, I knew it would take technically one more of my rotation cycles, so another 5 days to finish, but I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. I just want to finish it, so I went for it. I broke my rotation, and it was a good thing. I have another finish. You're probably like, are you serious, girl? What have you been up to? Yeah, I don't know. So I started getting close on Garden Cat by Satsuma Street. I'm stitching this one on 14 count Aida as well, but this is in Misty Taupe. Started to get close to a finish, and I was like, you know, I need to be stitching these faster, especially because I also plan on doing Mermaid Lagoon, and I want them done. I want Mermaid Lagoon done by like October, so I have time to buy a frame and frame it for Christmas. And I was like, that one's bigger. I'm running out of time. So I decided to change up my rotation a bit. And I was like, well, I'll work on 2 other projects and then go on Garden Cat. And then after I finish Garden Cat, I'll do Mermaid Lagoon. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But anyway, the point is, I put a little extra time and I finished this. I finished it faster than I expected. So here in all of its glory is Garden Cat. I finished! Oh my god, isn't that gorgeous? The colors are divine. I love, love, love Satsuma Street. These colors are just absolutely incredible. And it looks good on this fabric. So I'm gonna try to do the zoom in, and we're gonna do another, like, you know, pan up. I don't know how this is gonna look. I hope it works. I hope it works. All right, so. Okay, so. The cat, like the bottom of the cat, it felt like this took forever. I don't know why. Because this was actually a pretty quick stitch when you think about it. And then what was funny is I had like this whole section over here and I was like, oh man, that's going to take way too long. And then I just, boom, finished it. Okay. And, you know, it was real easy to finish. So, I don't know. What else do I want to say about this? I love it. In this particular case, I don't care about coverage. For this particular piece, I think it looks great. My stitches look really nice. They look nicer than usual, in fact. I love it. I'm happy it's done though, because, yeah, I'm just happy it's done. This one I started in Mania, but I didn't make it an actual rotation project for another like 1 or 2 months after Mania, so. I also need a frame for this one. So I really got to go frame shopping considering I have 2 larger pieces that need framing. Large for me. Again, clarify. Large for me. Okay. Alright, let's look at whips. I have to remember what I worked on. Okay, that's one of them, but we'll move it for a sec because this I actually do want to do more in order, so I remember. That's another one. Okay. So I did a new start. I started this by Tiny Modernist, Blackbird Singing. I guess that's what it's called, yeah. It's lovely. You know the Beatles song, Blackbird Singing in the Dead of Night. So this piece reminds me of my uncle. My uncle Stevie played the guitar. He really liked that song. The whole family kind of associates that song with him. And this is kind of in honor of him. I'm stitching it on, I don't know what this fabric is. I think it's an MCG Textiles linen. Might be 32 count. I have no idea what this is. It might be an oyster. All right, so let me show it to you. This is my start. So I still have to do the bird, the moon, the house, and the other tree, and obviously the border. I started off with the border, and I've been going back and forth doing the border because I don't like borders, so that works way better for me. I really like this piece. It's cute. It's Blackbird Sin right now because that's where my Q-snap happened to be. And I was like, well, because I started over here, I think. No, I went over, I don't know. I went over this way, sorry. I was lewd with my finger. I went over this way, I think, and then I went back over here. I think that's what I did. So let's get a quick close-up. Let's try. So there we go. And I really like it. Next time I work on it, which is coming up pretty soon actually, I'd like to try to finish it, but let's be realistic. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. The only disappointment I have with this piece is the color of Gentle Arts. It's called Creek Bed, and in the model, it's pretty blue. Mine is rather brown, and I have 2 skeins of it, and they're both pretty similar. It looks like more blue than it really is, unfortunately. It's really brown with a little bit of blue, so. As you know, I'm not like mad or anything. It's not a huge deal. I can deal with these things. I'm a little bummed, but okay. All right, next is my Wildcard, which I moved. My Wildcard WIP, which is wolves. This is, or one of my Wildcards. I hadn't worked on this in quite a while, I can't remember. And since it's still winter, I was originally gonna work on my wedding piece because I haven't worked on that in a really long time. But since it's still winter and this is a wintry scene, I decided to do the wolves first. So I'll show you the progress on this. This is just a dimensions kit. Oh yeah, that other piece was Tiny Modernist. I think I mentioned it, but whatever. Anyway, this one's a dimensions kit. So I used all the dimension stuff, including their ragtag Ada, which is kind of a hot mess. Ooh, forgot I did that. So I guess I left threads hanging. Sorry. I didn't want to use a thread card on this one, you can kind of tell. But I basically worked on the second wolf, the wolf number 2 over here. And I filled in like the mountains over here, and I've been working on the snow bit by bit because that's boring. And I finished most of the wolf. I'd hoped to finish the whole wolf. There's just a tiny bit more that needs filling in. But whatever, and some backstitch. I'm gonna do the backstitch last on this one because it's a small piece. Small pieces, I do it at the end. But yeah, you know, I'm happy with it. It's cute. I don't know what I did. Hopefully everything's okay. So yeah, that's a pair of wolves. I like it. I'm not crazy about that piece. I don't know, it's just not, it doesn't really call to me much, but it's a small enough piece that I feel like even though I'm not really that into it, I can power through and just work on it because it's like, let's just work on it, you know, let's just get it done. Oh no, he got hurt.
I changed his diaper and it's really sad.
Oh, please, okay. Thank you! Alright, he's okay. Oh my god, I was like terrified that something had actually happened to him and he's just crying because of a diaper change. Babies. Toddlers. Okay, next. The time for sugaring. Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork by Jane Wooster Scott. It's gonna look like this. In theory, if I ever finish it. Yeah, good luck. So, what to know about this one? I've decided to change my rotation a little bit to get a little more done on this. So I'm going to be, at the beginning of the month, trying to put about 1,000 stitches. Now, my rotation had been like about once a month you'd see this, but I have too many whips, basically. So this gets more like every other month, and I just feel like it needs a little more attention, but I don't want to put too much. So anyway, beginning of the month, I'm going to try to put in a few days, 1,000 stitches. Makes me feel good about myself. Of course, a project like this is going to need way more attention than that, but okay. So, let me show that to you. 5 years later. Here we go. So I did put in 1,000 stitches, and I decided to do what I've seen Jessie Marie do, which is the diagonal. Oh, bring him to Mama. Baby. Mama. Mwah. Oh, baby.
I know. We were playing in the purple room, and then he needed a diaper change, and then I changed his diaper, and then I wouldn't let him play with the outlet.
Look at the camera.
Yeah.
Camera.
You're on the Flosstubes.
You want to wander around?
Okay. I go with other mama.
Yeah, he still calls my husband Mama. That's a problem. So, let's try to zoom in on this thing. You're gonna hear toddler. Just take still pictures. So, I started doing the diagonal method. No particular reason, I just thought that it would be fun to try, and I like it because you get to more interesting stuff faster this way. I'm getting into what I think is a tree over here. That's exciting. It went from 3 colors continuously to like, I don't know, 15 colors or something. I had fun though. It was enjoyable, and the 1,000 stitches went pretty fast. So I'm actually looking forward to that coming out again. And I'm gonna fold up my ginormous, I'm serious, I think this is a yard. Oh God, why? 18 count Ada, ugh. I mean, I don't blame myself because it's easier to see. I wouldn't be able to work on this. Right now, my son is now standing on a counter. My husband's supervision, thankfully. Okay. So there we go, back in this pillowcase. I think I'm on one last whip. Whew. I don't know how long I've been recording. You poor souls. Yeah, one last thing for whips. So, finished Garden Cat. Decided to pull out Mermaid Lagoon finally. So this is the one for Maris. I already finished Garden Cat for Atia. And I had started this technically for Mania last year. I worked on it one day, barely had any stitching in it. It almost doesn't count, you know, it's one of those starts that it's like, why did I even bother? The Mermaid Lagoon. Oh, heads up, this piece of fabric just attracts like hair like nobody's business, so it's fuzzy. And I've got these Q-snap marks, and I'm nervous about them on the fabric. Do you guys see that? I don't like it. I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I think it'll just wash out, but I'm not happy about that. Okay, that said, let's get closer. Okay, so, yeah, this is the mermaid's tail, and then this is some of her body, like her neck, and that's what I've done so far. That's about 5 days worth of stitching, which is what I'm putting into it. Am I in focus? Okay, good. Check for me. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about it. I hate to say it, I'm not like as into this piece as I normally would be for a Satsuma Street. I think because I'm a little Satsuma Streeted out. But I just kind of chilled at the end of this and just, I don't know, I hit a different place of mentalness and I'm starting to enjoy it now. I enjoyed it at the end. So that's it for stuff to show you in terms of whips and all that stuff. Sorry that took like forever. So I don't have a lot for haul. Like I didn't buy a whole lot at all, but I did win a couple of giveaways. So let me show you stuff I won / was given to me. All right, let me gather. First giveaway. My lovely friend Jonna. Jonna is the stitching scientist on Flosstube, and she's on Instagram as jonna.bollinger, which I'll try to link her below. I forgot to link anything last time I did a video because I did it straight from my... Anyway, I'll try to link. If you don't see a link right away, I'll try to get that done. So anyway, she had a giveaway for a cute owl kit. And I love owls, so I entered and I got lucky and I won. Let me show you my kit. Jonna, being the lovely person that she is, included some other goodies, which was really sweet of her. She had been trying to give away this kit, but no one was interested, so she gave me that as well, which I think is adorable. I think I'm going to stitch it for my mom, actually. I think she'll really like that. And she also gave me a beautiful piece of fabric that I can now put in my stash. It's wood violet. I'm just gonna move back on this one. Okay. Wood Violet, which I think is just lovely. It's like this beautiful, it's like a purpley, it's like a gray, it's a purple, but it's like a grayish purple. I really like it. Oh, that's nice. And then she also, and what was funny is this was included in the package too, and I didn't find it for a while. Oh, I forgot to bring one of the things. Uh-oh. Cute little owl needle minder, which I can use now. So cute. And a couple of hand-dye flosses. We have Barn Door from Crescent Colors and Gentle Arts Mountain Mist. These are just beautiful. So thank you so much, Jonna. I absolutely love everything. She also gave me this really cute little measuring tape, and it's a dog, and you pull on his ear and it measures. It's great. Thank you. I love dogs as well. So that's one. And then dear Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy, also has, as you know, giveaways. She gives away charts from magazines, and then lovely Danielle Stitcherista gave her a bunch of other charts to give away. And I got lucky. This is real lucky, because this one was some fightins. Ooh, I won Needleworker. This is a big win, people. Big win. Super happy about it. Thank you, Michelle, for being so kind and generous and doing giveaways. Needleworker. Needle. So, I don't know when I'm going to do this, but I absolutely love it. Everyone needs to stitch Needleworker. I'm not going to bother zooming in on this one because I think most of you have seen Needleworker. So, yes. Lastly, I have just a few little knickknacks that I purchased for myself. And these are really unimpressive. Not to insult myself, but, you know. So, Joann's had some stuff on clearance, which always makes me nervous. Like, I'm always like, are you getting rid of this, Joann's? Like, permanently? Are you making the cross-stitch section even smaller? Or are you just getting new stuff? Hope it's just new stuff. So, I got the DMC stickers because my handwriting sucks for the bobbins. My mom's handwriting is lovely, so I'm going to keep hers, but I figured for the ones that I have labeled, I'm going to relabel them perhaps with the stickers. I also need to find out how close I am to a full kit, so I don't know if they're doing a sale right now, or you know, they do sales a lot and I can get me a full kit. I also got a couple of bookmarks. A 14 count bookmark and an 18 count bookmark. There's a bookmark that is in one of my old magazines that I'm really digging, and I would like to stitch up the bookmark. I'm not sure which one of these I'm going to put it on yet. Probably the little fancier one. But yeah. Lastly, I got myself a little treat. I have been really, really good about purchases. I mean, those were all on clearance. I think all three of those things were like $4.12 or something. So I was like, I'm gonna get myself a chart. I try to avoid charts, obviously, because I have way too many. But it had been a long time, so off of Etsy, I got a Scattered Seed Samplers. I got this, Miss Isabel Black. I don't know what it is about this, but I just became obsessed. I love this cat wearing, like, she's like dressed up in human clothes and posed like a human person, but she's got a tail and she's hanging out with birds and mice, even though that's totally what she would eat as a cat. I don't know. I love it. And who knows when I'll actually stitch this. Not anytime soon, not gonna lie, but I love it. I think it's super cute. And yeah, I you know, I deserved a treat. I'm not, you know, I plan on pretty much not buying anything until May, and in May it might go crazy because there's going to be celebration of needlework beginning of the May, and then the retreat and Ingeborg visiting too. So there's going to be some purchases, but I got to be good. And I want to try to be. Oh, really? Is it recording?
It is recording.
Oh, shoot. All right. I don't know where to look. Am I looking right? Okay.
You look great, baby.
Oh, sweetheart. As good as possible. Doing really well on Stitch from Stash. I'm like near like $100 plus, so that's good. What else is there to say? So a few things to note. I mentioned I'm changing up my rotation a little bit. Sorry, a little person just walked by. He's so cute. I am again doing time for sugaring near the beginning of the month, and then after 2 pieces I'm going to be doing Mermaid Lagoon, and probably for about 5 days approximately, depending on how I'm feeling. Otherwise, my big thing that I want to change up is, you know, I do the 5-day rotation typically. I've liked it, but I think I need to give myself even more freedom, because one of the big things is I find myself kind of like trying to stitch way too much in 5 days than is really comfortable for me. And I think it would be better if I just kind of, I'm still going to do a rotation in the sense that like I'm going to do my pieces in a specific order, but I'm just going to let myself chill and work on them as much as I want to. And doing more goal-based, like, okay, I want to finish this section before I move on. So I'm going to be rotating probably slower. Maybe faster for a few pieces that I'm not as into, but overall it's going to be probably slower. I think that'll be really nice because I'm going to get more done. Obviously I'll be rotating slower, so one of my plans is once Mermaid Lagoon is finished, I am not replacing it with another whip. That's it. Boom. I'll basically, you know, I'll be having less whips. The other thing to note is that I'm kind of, I don't know what the proper term would be. I'm kind of UFOing. I would consider this an inactive whip because I think a UFO is like when you're like, I'm done, I'm never going to work on this again, totally done. But quotes to live by, no. I really like that piece, like in the sense that if it was finished and hanging up on my wall, I would just be like, oh, this is the best, this is beautiful, I love it. But the reality of stitching it is not appealing. I just don't love it enough. I don't want to stitch it. I have no desire to work on that piece. And it's funny because, sorry, my son just handed this to me. Hi, baby. I was watching Michelle Garrett, mention her again. She's been working on it, right? And I was seeing her progress on Instagram. She's a fast stitcher, and the middle quote took her a little while. Not like ridiculous, but it kind of solidified my feeling of, nope. Because I just, instead of making me want to stitch on it, it just made me go, no, I don't want to work on it. You know, it's beautiful. I love it. I love Stitcherobia's designs. Oh, you're scaring me, kiddo. He's standing on a chair.
Yeah.
Hi, thank you. I'm okay with forcing myself to work on something if it's small. Like the pair of wolves, the Dimensions kit, I'm not that into it, not gonna lie. But you know what? It's small. I'll be able to finish it even working on it just half-buttedly here and there. Quotes to live by is huge. No. I just don't want to even think about it. Like, I don't want to even consider it a whip right now because, again, I don't want to think about it. Don't want to worry about it. So I took the flosses away from it. I'm not cutting the fabric or frogging it or anything like that. I'm just setting it aside. I'm not going to think about it. And maybe someday I'll get that urge, like I really want to work on this, but not right now. Okay, I think that's everything stitching related. I'll just do a very quick life update. Things are going well. My toddler is active and adorable. He's not talking very well yet. I've heard other kids talking way more than him, but I'm not too worried. He's kind of a cautious kid. He climbs, but he's overall kind of, I don't know. He does things like with walking, he didn't walk and then he was just like, I'm ready. And I think that's how it's going to go with talking too. He still calls my husband Mama. We're both Mama. Everyone he likes is Mama. I'm not special. Is there anything else? Oh, I've been cleaning my house. My house was a hot mess, and I've been putting a lot of effort into cleaning, and I'm doing good. It's still not perfect because the thing is our house is also under construction. I've mentioned this like 500 times, but you can only get a house under construction so clean, you know? It's not in its final form. So, but it's at a point now where if someone showed up unexpectedly, I wouldn't be embarrassed. I'd just be like, oh, hey, you know, mind the construction, but it's not that bad. Like, I sweep every day. It's looking pretty good. I just have to finish cleaning my husband and I, our bedroom. That's pretty bad, but got everything else pretty good. I'm happy about that. So, yay. My husband and I, we went on a date. We went to see Black Panther in the movie theaters. It's the first time I've seen a movie since very shortly before my son was born, so that's exciting. Little extra tidbit story. The day before my son was his due date, we went and saw a movie with my father-in-law. We went to see the last Jason Bourne movie there was, and I felt kind of weird. Like, I just didn't feel right. I was more uncomfortable than usual, and I was just like, I thought I was feeling like possible contractions, but they didn't hurt, so I was really confused. We went home, went to bed. Shortly after going to bed, my water broke. So, there you go. Last movie I saw. But Black Panther was awesome. It was really good. Highly recommend it. If you're into the Marvel movies, it's totally worth it. Oh, he's stealing the chocolate chips. He's got them. He's like, what the hell, Daddy? I stole those. I deserve a chocolate chip. He's so cute. Like, it kills me. I don't know how I made such a cute little person. He's so sweet. He gives us stuff. Okay, I'm gonna like cry because I love my kid. Weirdo. So anyway, what was I saying? We went and saw Black Panther. It was really, really good. I mean, I haven't seen, I think, just 2 of the Marvel movies. Spider-Man Homecoming and Thor Ragnarok. So hopefully I'll get to see those soon. My friend Claudia is going to be visiting. She's got like all the Marvel movies, so I think she's going to bring them. And we'll try to watch them. It's hard to watch movies at our house even because toddler. But yeah. Excited. I did finish one book. I was going to bring it with me to show you the cover, but it's upstairs. I'm not leaving. Basically, it's Heartless by Marissa Meyer. She wrote the Lunar Chronicles series, which is 4 books and like a couple of novellas. And I absolutely love that series. Like, it's my favorite young adult series, or one of my favorites. Yeah, my favorite. And playing with my hair now. It's young adult, sci-fi, fairy tale retellings. There you go. It's awesome. And yeah, I was excited to read this book because it was by her. Now this one, Heartless, is an origin story for the Queen of Hearts from the Alice in Wonderland. So I wasn't really into it, and I think the big problem is, you know those flavored waters, right? Like they're water, but they have a slight flavor, like even like lemon water or something. I'm not into those. I would prefer straight on juice, right? My issue with this book was kind of like the same thing. It was like watered down Wonderland because it wasn't absurd and silly, like weird enough. You know what I mean? Like it was too structured for what I feel like Alice in Wonderland, it really is. It was just too structured. Like the kingdom had way too much, like, I don't know. It just wasn't, it didn't give me the feeling of Wonderland, I guess you could say. It was like, it had Wonderland elements, but it didn't feel like it was really in this world. But that's okay. I mean, it wasn't bad or anything. It was still enjoyable. I think I had a really hard time getting past that. So I give it like a 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't bad, but it was disappointing considering how much I loved that other book. Right now I am reading again, but I'm reading Gone with the Wind and I'm not feeling it. Like, first of all, that book's just like ginormous and I'm just not getting into it. I don't like Scarlet. I think you're not supposed to like Scarlet. I hope I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer because I know a lot of people love that book. I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer in hopes that it finally gets me because I'm barely in. I'm not even 100 pages in. I need to get, I think, at least to 100 pages before I like go, I'll read something else, you know? But it's hard because I don't want to read it, you know what I mean? Anyway, I think that's about it. I should stop talking because this is going to be like a super long video. Yeah, I've probably been going on for about an hour. Oh, I want to make shorter videos in the future. Yeah, good luck with that, huh? Hopefully the next video I'll try to update sooner so that this doesn't happen. I think the only other thing I'll mention, I've lost weight. I weigh a little bit less than I did before I was pregnant. So that's awesome. I lost my baby weight plus a little bit more. I'd really like to get down, unfortunately, even further, but realistically, I don't plan on losing much more weight at the moment. So I'm pretty good where I am. We'll see what I can do. Okay, I think that's it. That's a lot of blathering on. I hope it was entertaining enough. Even though I'm like totally sober this time. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry. I'm not sick. I hope you're all doing well, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribes, likes, and comments. Love comments. I've been good, and I've been replying much faster with the comments. I'm trying to do it. I try to check every day. So anyway, I think that's it. Thank you everyone for watching, especially if you got to the end. Oh yeah, giveaway. I will be doing that. I'm going to tag that on to the end of this because I totally forgot to do it right now and I was supposed to do the giveaway. So I'm going to tag that on to the end. All right. And there will be a new one. So hope you're all doing well. Ta-ta. So I've been super bad. I recorded this update quite a while ago, but I kept forgetting. I forgot to do the giveaway. So I was like, I'll just record a separate segment and do the giveaway later. Yeah, I guess who never did. So finally we're doing this. I just wanted to say for this one, this was last video's giveaway. The winner was Cherry Hampton. And this is going to be the giveaway this time. This is a full kit. This one's pretty common to find at Walmart. This is a Wooster kit, never been opened. So if anyone is interested in this one, just say you'd like to stitch the birds, and I will enter you for next time. Oh, and just in case for the, I forgot to do the rules. So for the giveaway, please don't say giveaway. You know, just say, I'd like to stitch the birds. Please be 18 or older, or get your parents' permission. I'll ship anywhere in the world. Yeah. Basically it ends when I do my next update. So there's no specific date. Go ahead and enter. You might be too late if I've come up with another video since then, but if I haven't, you're still eligible. So yeah, have at it, everybody. Oh, really? Is it recording?
It is recording.
Oh, shoot. All right. I don't know where to look. Am I looking right? Okay.
You look great, baby.
Oh, sweetheart.